We are doing abs today. I told you I hit my elbow last week, or earlier in the week. I remember kind of hitting it and it still hurts, so I'm just trying to rest it because that is what we want to do. We don't want to exacerbate anything, so that's why I'm doing it that way. So let's get going. 20 minutes. That is what we're here for. 20 minutes of abs, working our hardest. And you have to understand about abs. If you work them, they will respond. But if your diet is not in check, you're going to just fritter away all your hard work. Lunge to one side. I just want to stretch. For those of you who did buns yesterday, oh my gosh. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And let's just stretch our obliques out because they are going to get hammered. So yeah, if your diet's not in check, you are not going to see the changes that you want. And when you're doing these weight workouts, you are going to feel so much hungrier than you're used to. Good morning, Trevor. So that's why it's really important. You're going to be tempted because you're going to be ravenous because you're constantly burning calories when you lift weights, even when you've long stopped. Sorry, I just need to change this a little bit. So you have to really be careful not to overdo it with the food and to make good choices. Okay, so the first one that we are going to do, I want you to you can use a chair, you can use a bench, you can also do this on the floor. It is completely fine. If you've had any injuries, surgeries, anything like that, please check with your doctor before you do my workouts or any workouts. So I want you on the edge of the chair. If you're on a regular chair, you can kind of hold on to the top and the bottom. Or again, you can just do this on the floor. I want you to lean back, squeeze your abs, go back to this position, squeeze your abs. So you've got to stay tight the entire time. Obviously, you give that extra squeeze when you're going to draw your knees up. But it's very important to make sure that you have good form and you don't hold your breath. Okay? Squeeze all the way back to here. I want you almost leaning back. If you're on the mat, your hands will be right about here. Squeeze. I like to breathe in through my nose, out through my mouth. We got this. When you need to, you sit up. 3 to 4 seconds, you get back into it. Do not quit. You finish the minute always. Even if you're taking breaks every 5 seconds, by the end, you keep going. You fight for yourself. Because we can do this. The burn is not going to get us. The burn is not going to beat us, that's for sure. 3, 2, 1, done. Woo. Okay. Now, I'm going to do the next ones on the floor, not on the bench, because I know most people don't have a bench, and that's fine. You can also use, you know what, let's keep with your chair. We'll do something else first. Okay, so what we're going to do is I want you to go, put your hands right next to you, squeeze your abs to bring your knees up off the ground. I'm going to do a modified. So I'm just going to press up on my toes so I don't put that pressure on my elbow. The rest of you, I want your feet off the ground. I want you squeezing your abs like crazy. Okay? And you have to breathe through this. So this should be your position. Much harder than the modified, but the modified you can still really focus on squeezing those abs. And again, the modified's working for me so I don't put that pressure on my elbow. But my abs, I'm still squeezing them as hard as I can. And the burn is absolutely there. You guys got this. Do not quit. You fight for this. You take those breaks when you need to. But finish the minute no matter what. So crazy. And my abs are sore from the things we've done earlier in the week, which is good. 3, 2, 1, done. Nice work. is next? Oh, I love this one. Okay, so the ball is excellent for ab exercises, really excellent, because you might be working your chest, your biceps, whatever, but your abs, your core actually is always going to be working when you're on the ball. So that's one of the really great things about it. So with this, I want you to lean back with a weight, squeeze up, come up, and then lay all the way back down. Obviously, you don't want to go too heavy. I might go with an 8. Normally, I'm going to go with a 5. And let's do this. So the closer you put your feet together, the harder it's going to be to keep your balance. If you have your legs a little bit wider apart, a wider base, it's going to be easier. All the way back, so you really have to squeeze. You're not going by momentum. You're going purely by your abs doing the work. Woo! See? I felt myself release my abs at that moment, and there I went, wobbling off. You've got to squeeze your abs the whole time. Just give it extra on the up and extra when you're rolling down. Again, I might have used an 8 if I wasn't being gentle with my elbow, but the 5 has still got me burning up. 3, 2, 1, done. Okay. The next one that we're going to do on the ball is you're going to get wide. Your feet are wide. You're going to do knee to elbow, knee to elbow. You are going to have to fight with everything you've got to stay on this ball. If you're not very experienced yet, brace it up against something. You might not be able to get the same range of motion, but your ball will be a little bit more stable for you so that you're not falling off. Okay, you're squeezing. That is how you're keeping yourself balanced. If you're not squeezing your abs, you're absolutely going to fall off. Your knee does not have to touch your elbow, but please try. If you do a bad one like that one, reset yourself and do it again. Squeeze the whole time. You're not pulling on your head either. Your hands are lightly behind there. Your abs are doing all the work. Squeeze. We got this. Come on. Don't hold your breath. Squeeze. When you need a break, take it 3 to 4 seconds. Let the burn subside and get back in. You can do it. I promise. 2, 1, done. Oh, get some water. You'll see. Ab exercises can absolutely get your heart rate up without question. Okay, the next one we're going to be doing is a tick-tock ball. Hold. So you're going to grab the ball. If you don't have a ball, you can use a smaller ball like a soccer ball or basketball. You can use a couch cushion, whatever. Hold it between your feet, and you're going to go one side to the other. Tick-tock, tick-tock. I want the small of your back to stay on the ground. That's where it gets tricky and difficult. So if the second you gauge how far you can go down before you start to come up, and then you stop, okay? And you fight, fight, fight. Your hands are out to the side. You have to squeeze those abs to keep the small of your back on the ground. So you go as low as you can, because then you have to fight really hard to get it back up and over to the other side. Don't hold your breath. Very important. Really important. Squeeze. Squeeze. a break when you need to. No shame in that. We have 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, done. So good. Okay, next one. Ball is between your feet. Squeeze up and down. This is going to kick your ass 7 different ways, but it's going to do the same to me. So we are in it together. It's hard for me to see my... So when you need those breaks, you take them. But you finish the minute. That's all I'm asking. Hold on, sorry. What happened to my clock? There we go. Okay, let's go. You're not pulling on your head. You're squeezing your abs to raise and to lower. You're not jerking. You're not going off momentum. You squeeze. Your inner thighs should be screaming a little bit. Take those breaks, and then you get back into it. I don't care if you take 6 breaks, 7 breaks, as long as you're fighting for yourself. We're doing great. We are doing great. You've got this. Come on. I know. The burn is so intense. 2, 1, done. Oh. Woo. Okay, I got you. I'm with you, I swear. Okay. Next one. Because you know I'm all about obliques. You know I am. I love them. I love working them. If you work them, they will be effective for you. We are going to put one hand down here. We are going to have a weight, and we are going to squeeze and squeeze. Put your hand right there to check yourself, because you want to make sure that it's as effective as possible. Okay, you want to make sure you're getting the maximum amount of work out of those obliques as you can. Okay, so we're going to do a minute on each side. So having a weight actually helps, because you can't pull on your head. Your hands are supposed to rest lightly behind your head on ab exercises. You are never supposed to pull on your head. So put your hand there. You can also do this, whatever works for you. If you need head support, you can do that. Squeeze. Did I say 45 seconds on each side? I don't even remember. But that's what we're gonna do. Other side. I forget how fun it is sometimes to just do abs. Supersized abs. Squeeze. Squeeze. You can do this. This feels so good. Again, put your hand there to really check yourself. Five more seconds, come on. Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. The next one, we're on our back, and you're gonna squeeze your abs to get your heels up. Now this is gonna be that's what you're gonna be, what you wanna do is rock yourself to get your heels up, but that's not what I want you to do at all. What I want you to do is put those heels facing the ceiling. Squeeze your abs to get them up, and squeeze your abs so that you're raising and lowering in a slow and controlled way. Squeeze, squeeze. It's really hard to not get into that momentum thing, but don't do it, and don't use your hands to push you up either. Squeeze. Make your abs work hard. Squeeze. Squeeze. We got this. Come on. You can do it, I promise. Take those breaks when you need to. Drive those heels towards the ceiling. We're done with that one. Gets me every time. Oh, I like that one, didn't he? Did the new ones come? Is that what was downstairs? No, nothing. I'm sorry. I thought they were supposed to come on Friday. Okay. So next, again, lightweight, and we are going to do rainbows. So if you're new and you're just starting out, or you're still working on your core strength, that's totally fine. You'll just want to anchor your feet. You can have someone sit on your feet. You can hook them under, it's, a couch or chair, whatever. And you're going to lean back and you're going to go up and over. I want this slow and controlled. I want big, and this is your angle that you're leaning back. Okay, so that you really have to fight with your abs to stay in a good position. But you can totally do it. We are cruising. Squeeze. I might have started with an 8, but I'm working with a 5 and it's still challenging. Squeeze. Take a break when you need to. There's never any shame in that, I promise. Squeeze. 10 more seconds. How's Alexandra coming along? 3, 2, 1, done. You and me and Alexandra, because I have too many and I don't want them to go back. Okay. How are you guys doing? Normally, you know that I love my planks. No planks today, so we're getting off easy. So, with this one, what I want you to do is squeeze and go up, squeeze and go up. You can hold a small weight if you want to. I'm going to do a 3. We're going to do 45 seconds on each side and kick some butt. And then I believe we're done. Oh, sorry, we're going to do 30 seconds on each side. Push up, squeeze. So you're reaching across to the opposite foot, trying to touch it with the weight. My arms are not long enough. Can anybody touch their foot? I'm sure they can. We got this. Squeeze. Okay, shift or switch. Squeeze. Squeeze on the way up and on the way down. And then we're done. more seconds. We can do this. Squeeze. Done. That's it. We are going to do one more thing though. Okay? Sorry, don't be mad. Straight crunches. Hands loosely behind your head. You can support your head. You're going to squeeze your abs to raise up, squeeze your abs to lower. Squeeze, hold for a beat, and lower. Squeeze, hold, lower. Squeeze those abs as hard as you can.
Mom, what are we going to do for breakfast?
We'll get something on the way. Just have a banana right now. Okay, can she eat a bowl of cereal? And a banana?
No.
Or make her some toast, Vivi. We have that good bread in
I
there.
need a charger though.
In my bedroom. Come on, 10 more seconds. Squeeze. Two, one, done. That's it. Stand up. Thank you for joining me. Stretch up as high as you can and back. Over to the side. We got it. Thank you for joining me. I'm not going to be on tomorrow because we're delivering meals. I will see you Monday morning and I will update. I'm going to start my beach program on Monday. So I'm going to work on that today, come up with a cute name, come up with a plan, and I will let you guys know all about it. Bye.